Welcome all of you back to Downstage Gaming. I'm your host, Josh. This is part 6 of our Let's Play of Long Live the Queen. And last time we died a lot. It didn't go great. Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. So, as you just heard in my fun song there, last time I think we got pretty much to the end. I get the feeling that was sort of a climax. We died initially in like a tournament thing, and then we got to the end where this handsome man invades and challenges us to a duel, but because we hadn't gotten the Lumen Crystal, we hadn't practiced our Lumen, we're basically doomed. So my goal this time is to try to get that crystal and actually get a good ending. So that's going to be our attempt. We played before, so do I not have any of my... Okay, that's a shame. So you don't keep anything. Alright, so... I'm trying to think here. What would be a good thing to start with? I mean, we do have the bonuses and expression and animal handling. I know we eventually want to get presence from Royal Demeanor. I remember that. I'm trying to think about the things that we needed in order to steal into the Treasury. For the moment, let's start off with let's see. Let's start off with expression. Let's do let's do voice. And then animal handling. We never really did horses last time with animal handling. Let's do that. Sure. That'll start us out here. Okay, and our mood right now is depressed. So we're gonna keep that in mind. Okay, so what's all the noise outside? Who's here? It's our cousin. Lottie's here. Lottie? Charlotte, that's who I meant. Okay. So we can talk with Dad. We can visit. All right, let's start by we haven't visited Dad to start last time. Let's do that first. Dad, can we talk? I'm sorry, your uncle and I have things to do. Maybe another time. Oh. Oh. Alright, well that didn't go great. Okay. So we continue that there. I am curious about okay. So I'm gonna real quick pull up here because there is a guide that's about moods on Steam here that I saw. I do want to have that ready to go here. So, like, if we want to get Royal Demeanor, it means we need to be very yielding more than anything else. Okay, so let's try to focus on getting that going here. Alright. So, if we're going to be more yielding, it means we need to be less depressed and afraid too. Okay, but for the moment, let's continue along with, get some instruments, get some dogs. There we go. Okay, dyads on a glockenspiel, sounds good. And visit the kennels to learn about different breeds of dogs. Okay. Commotion outside. Elodie, okay. So, I do kind of want to make some different choices, but I know that she's good for us in terms of learning about the crystal, so let's continue to let her stay for the moment here. Let's visit her so we can talk about the crystal. Okay, we failed the lore test. Source of power for any lumen has a particular magical crystal. Once you bond it with it, it becomes part of you. Yep. Did we pass that before? Or does it just always not let us skip the tests? Okay. So we're still where we're at here. So let's do decoration and Falcons. Okay, discuss the nature and beauty, looking around at landscapes, objects, and people, and comparing their aesthetic elements. And then we visit the Muse and learn about different kinds of trainable birds, preferred nesting sites, behavior, and food. He loves me? He loves me not. Okay. Last time we failed this, and we're gonna fail it again. So I guess let's look down. Because, yeah, we wouldn't be able to hold still anyways. Alright. So now let's talk to Dad. Find out about the crystal. Okay. Okay, so we now... this is following a very familiar path from what I remember so far last time. Let's go ahead and do agility and faith. Those are both going to be good ones for us to learn anyways. Let's start at reflexes. And then faith, let's start at divination. Those both sound like good ones. Alright. Go ahead and skip that. Poison. Cousin's dying. You know how it is. Okay, so now we come back to Juliana. And she's going to give us these couple of different choices. For now, let's continue to try to find a way to get it. Okay, so now we should be able to focus on trying to get our yielding up. Let's continue where we're at right now. Let's do dance, and let's do meditation. Actually, let's do flexibility and lore, then we'll come back up around. Okay, get a couple bonuses in that. One of the maids approaches us. We fail all that, but we get a little more cheerful. Okay, so, our mood. We definitely need to get more yielding. So what gets us more yielding is attending court. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now... still the same place. Okay, so let's continue going with dance and meditation. So again, to be clear, our goal right now is to get our mood in the right place so that we can start leveling up the skills that we need, which I know is at least presence. I know presence is one of them, in order to get the crystal. Okay. Last time we climbed up to look over the hedge, that didn't go well. Let's call the guards. Guards! However, by the time the response is organized and directed to the area beyond the palace, there's no sign of any intruder. You wonder if you were only imagining it. Yeah, I wonder what that bit's about. Okay, so where are we at here? Still need to become more yielding, for sure. So let's continue to attend court. Okay, so now we're depressed. What does that do for us skill-wise? Okay, so now we're going back to expression and animal handling, it looks like. Okay, so expression, let's do decoration, and animal handling, let's do horses. Just go down from there. Practice sketching fruits and flowers with charcoal and parchment, and we study the theory of color, how they complement and contrast, and how to select colors to emphasize a mood. Learn about the caring for horses, grooming with different brushes, keeping hooves free of stones. Ugh. You learn about the different pieces that go into saddles and bridles, how to check for signs of wear, and how to equip and adjust them on a horse. It all sounds good. Okay, maid comes riding down. We failed a test. Whatever. Okay, still need to be more yielding. This is also going to make us more depressed, but that's fine for the moment. Okay. So we're still depressed. So next is going to be trying to raise that to be a little more cheerful. We can take a look at that next time, but for now, still following the same path here. So let's go instrument and dogs. Learn to play notes and scales on a simple wooden recorder. Practice with the recorder. Yep, remember that. And learn about dog grooming and the most common diseases and injuries that dogs suffer from. And you learn the standard commands for working with trained hunting dogs and retrievers. There's a man here to see you. Okay, we don't know anything about trades, so we turn him down. Okay. So we definitely need to be less depressed. This should work for that. How lonely are we? Not. So good. Okay, so let's play with toys. Make us more yielding, but also more cheerful. That sounds good. We do that one more time, and we should be in the proper mood then. Alright. So then, continue going along the path we're at right now, though. Voice and Falcons. It is interesting the way this stuff works, where the more you're on something, the bigger the bonus you get. So it does make sense to kind of stay along a path. But then it feels like optimally you want to be switching between different stuff all the time, because you're constantly needing different skills for different tests. Learn about different vocal ranges. New outfit. Music outfit. Then we learn about hood, leather jesses, how and when they're worn, how to keep them maintained and oiled. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at some of these new outfits after we talk to Bandian. Don't know anything about military, I don't want to fight. Okay. Must be a peaceful way to settle this. Let's send some diplomats from Xeon and try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. Okay, we become more yielding, that's good. Okay, yes, about the necklace. We find out that it's a proposal, basically. Okay. So once again, let's play with toys. Okay. First, let's check out these outfits. Toga. Ooh, I'm kind of into that. And then we got a hunt coat. Ooh, that's pretty good too. Oh, I like the toga though. Let's go toga for now. All right, look at the goddess here. All right. Yeah, that pulls up our expression. That's probably not bad to have. Okay, so we are now in a place where we can start getting royal demeanor. So let's start doing presence. And what else? History would be a good one for us to get. Faith as well wouldn't be bad. But history sounds good. So let's do royal demeanor and history. So, royal demeanor, we're gonna need presence, and then history. Let's start with world history. Yeah, because yielding was never a mood we had last time around. We were willful for the vast majority of it. Practice wearing the royal regalia and looking at yourself in the mirror. Young as you are a queen of the blood. You are your mother's daughter. You are a force to be reckoned with. You look at a globe of the world, reading names of places so distant you can't remember even hearing about them, and other areas left blank because no explorer whoopsies. Oh, I didn't know that did that. That's, well, okay. Well, whoopsies. Whatever. Accidentally hit a button here. Okay, representative from Xi'an is here. Be careful, no one wants to get the prizes they won. Okay, so this is different than last time. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I'm sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones. Now, we will forget about your unprovoked attacks on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. We can be good neighbors again, without any lives being lost. Okay, so we failed, like, all of our tests there. God, I don't know. I mean, if we're keeping with the yielding thing, I suppose it would be just to surrender the province. Let's see what happens. I don't want to fight. Very well, you can have the province. Your Highness! Please accept our deepest apologies for this whole affair. Of course, I look forward to seeing you again. Alright, well that seems like it went super well. Okay, we definitely want to become less depressed, so let's get cheerful again. Yeah, let's walk in the gardens. Okay, so still yielding then. Wonder how much our presence needs to be in order to get what we need. Let's go around all these like once more, and then we'll see where we're at. So, elegance and foreign affairs. Could have used some of this last time, I suppose. Practice walking along a narrow rail, taking each step carefully and focusing on your balance. Aim to study the relationship of Nova and its nearest neighbors. The borders have been mostly peaceful in recent years, except with the problems with Xi'an to the south. Whoops. However, trouble may be brewing in Piraeus as well. Okay, Keithong has been sighted leaving the old forest. Okay. None of that was different. Okay, still need to become less depressed. So let's do that. Walk around the garden again. Okay, so still looking good on that. Again, our bonus is higher there. That's all good. Okay, so we're gonna do composure and Novan history now. Practice deep breathing exercises, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. And we read about the history of our domain. Hundreds of years ago, Nova was the center of a great empire, spanning the length of the western coast, as well as a few island territories. Over time, our influence has waned. Ah, Your Highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description not do you justice. Okay. You know what? Let's accept. Sure. I would be honored. Elodie! Your Grace, are you not aware that my daughter has only 14 summers? It's my decision. A betrothal only, of course. There's no need for hurry. You have your coronation to plan for, after all. If I might be of service in any way, please send for me. I'll be happy to offer my protection or advice. Daddy does not approve. Alright. We don't want to get too lonely. But let's continue doing this for the moment. Play with toys. Okay. Still looking pretty good, all things considered. Okay. So now we're back to presents, back to world history. Stare at yourself in the mirror, practicing and focus. Practice focusing and transmitting energy with only your eyes, turning the intensity of your gaze on and off at will. You practice using different styles of breathing in order to feel more energetic and let that sound surround you for others to share. You'd make a good teacher, Elodie. Read about the western continent, Giavar, where civilization flourished so long ago that the ancestral Novans were still living in caves. No one knows what became of them. The population vanished without a trace, leaving only their enormous stone buildings. In the distant past, the Yaveni tribes to the east rode great beasts with spines and tentacles on their heads instead of horses. The bones of these creatures are sometimes found in Lila and Mead, and their tusks are valuable to crafters. Okay. Standing in judgment. Okay, I don't know what this is all about. Murder is a serious crime. Okay, can I... Nope, that's not what I want. Nope, also not what I want. I don't know how to get, like, a log, unfortunately. Should have read this more carefully, I suppose. Put her to work. This woman failed in her goal. She harmed no one. I do not require her life. She is kept far away from your sister's court. She will no longer be a threat. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna be just as mad as he was last time. I'm indenturing her, not pardoning her. She will serve as a heavy laborer in Northern Ursel. She should be made an example of. She should be drawn and quartered in a public square. I have spoken. God bless you, miss. Okay, well, at least you didn't kill her this time, I suppose. Okay, let's try visiting the Treasury, see what this is. Okay, so accounting and presence. Okay. Luckily, we're still in the right mood here. Alright, so I wonder if I only need one? What is accounting even under? Where are you, accounting? In economics. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if we just focus on presence, that should get us where we want to go. So I guess let's go around once more. Composure and Novan history. Practice positive thinking, maintaining a good self-image, and conditioning yourself to carry on rather than be frustrated by any past misstep. Practice sitting calmly while your teacher circles around you and makes unexpected loud noises randomly. I forgot about that one. That's fun. Nova's history involves an endless slew of names and dates, you're telling me. Even as small as it's become, there are 10 dukedoms. No, 11 now, plus the royal line. You hope no one expects you to memorize every lineage. No individual may hold more than one dukedom, but nobles seek noble spouses, so titles often come together before being parceled out to heirs. Your father is Duke of Calaris, and his brother is Duke of Mazomba. Bryn, Duchess of Hellas, is the sister of Banyan, Duke of Marie, and so on. Okay. Okay. Alright. So, we still want to be yielding, but we don't want to get too lonely. Is there something that can get yielding and afraid? No, I don't necessarily want that. Yielding, depressed, and pressured. Okay, we can kind of balance out between those two, I suppose. Okay. Yep, all this is still looking good. We'll keep along those same bonuses. So we're going to be doing now Elegance and Noble Affairs. Practice standing and walking with books balanced on your head. Practice the elegant way to hold and sip from a teacup. Your pinky slightly extended for balance. Pinky's up. 4 years ago, the Duchess of Hellas tried to foment an insurrection in northern Xi'an, just over the Galban River border. Not only did that fail, but in retaliation, Xi'an pushed troops into southern Beri, and they are still refusing to leave. Okay. Tambula, to the north, underwent a peasant revolution shortly after you were born. The nobles either fled or were killed, and the new rulers have so far refused to establish official diplomatic ties with Nova. While they are not friendly, neither are they enemies, at least not yet. Okay. Be good to get that outfit, I suppose. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. Okay. Will the Duke of Sedna attend the gala? Is that the guy we married? It is a traditional noble event. Inviting your fiancé might be seen as a statement. Nah, we're doing it. Talrus is coming. If I'm gonna marry him, it's a statement I ought to send. As you wish. I hate him, but there's a letter from Bryony, my not friend. Alright. Mood-wise, want to become less depressed again. Okay. So, take a look at this here. Yeah, we're gonna want to boot. Oh, heck yeah! I do need to see this too, though. Oh, that's cute. Oh, but we're definitely doing this. Mostly because we need it. Alright, so I believe now we should be doing Presents as our next one. Still making sure those bonuses are good, and they are. Okay. Okay. Plant your feet in a strong stance, imagining that you are a tree, deeply rooted in the earth. You can feel that power within you and know that you will not be pushed aside. Practice focusing your attention on individuals as you pass, letting them feel a brief connection with you before you formally acknowledge them with a nod. You read about the northern continent, Borealis, okay, where the first lumens in history were recorded and how the discovery of magic shaped their development. You read about the 100-Year War, which left much of Borealis uninhabited and created a power vacuum which would eventually be filled by the growing power of Nova. Today is the procession and planting the Festival of the Lady. Okay. Let's try it. We tried it last time, we didn't do good, but I think we're gonna be able to do better this time. Gonna be the best parade leader ever, my little girl. Okay. Okay, yep, not doing great. Then we try speaking, and that doesn't go great either. Okay, fantastic. Let's try visiting the Treasury now. Okay, presence is a partial success. Order the guards to step aside, let you into the Treasury. They waver slightly, but in the end, they stand by your father's commands. Okay, we need even more presence then. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, back up to Novan History and Composure. Your command, your teacher strikes your palm with a lever toss? I don't know what that is. And you learn to bear the sting. Jesus. You lie on a couch and try to remain relaxed while your teacher smacks your heels with a leather... I assume this is like a belt? Jesus. Erisay, Duchess of Lila, is the mother of the Duchess of Mead, the mother-in-law of the Duke of Kegel, and the stepmother of the future Duke of Ela. People sometimes call her Nova's Eastern Queen. She's the person who rises up against us in the Civil War later. The Duchy of Sudbury is currently held in regency by Countess Leek of Dis for her daughter Gwenelle, who is your age. She inherited the duchy last year upon the death of her father. Okay. Ready for the grand ball? Of course. Okay, this time, got the presents. Let your eyes rest upon each in turn as you've been taught, impressing upon them that you are not a child, but a queen. Your father waits you at the bottom of the stairs, offers you his arm, first dance is for us. Yep. The next turn is mine. He bows gracefully and offers you his hand, then leans close to whisper a quick question. Do you know how to dance? Nod or shake your head. I do not. Step out his foot. Oh no, we're trying to have a good run here, so let's shake our head. Hair swaying. Watch me, I'll go slowly. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father, especially when the man in front of you is the one you have agreed to marry. His touch is gentle, his every move carefully signaled to be sure that you don't miss the beat. Is this what your marriage will be like? Alright. Her respect for tradition and the rights of the nobility means that we can all sleep safe in our beds. Our boundaries are strong and secure, our lands well defended. No one would dare to steal from us. Blatant falseness of his words grates on your ears. He's challenging your honor in front of the entire assembly. He wants me angry. He wants me to make a mistake. So, because we know that, we're going to ignore the insult. Turn your head away, pretending not to notice the concerned murmurs around you. Better to look like a coward than to indulge in pointless fighting, right? As the gala continues, take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. Gwenelle. Okay. We don't sense any magic. That's not great. You have my most fulsome thanks for the invitation to this event. However, you might wish to spend more time with the scribes before corresponding and writing with other nobles. Alright, Talorus! Some may not appreciate your unique sense of phrasing. Wonderful. I sounded like an idiot. It is always the greatest of pleasures for me to be in your presence. That may not be the case for all of those whom you have invited. Please, do not look over the dangers that may face you from within. A queen, or even a duke, must always be aware of the possibility of intrigue, especially when those who wish to protect you may not always be present. I look forward to the day when we will no longer have to part. Alright. Okay, still doing alright and yielding. Let's attend court again. Okay, so doing very good on moral demeanor here. Let's come back down to elegance and foreign affairs. You are strapped into a corset and a hoop skirt, always fun, and practice walking with these. The corset makes it hard to breathe and twist, and the skirt stays out of control if you move, sways out of control if you move too rapidly. You practice graceful arm gestures for every motion, from offering your hand for a kiss to taking hold of a banister at the stairs. Practice eating slowly and with a minimum of mess, chewing each bite a set number of times before swallowing. Southeast lies the domain of Talisay, which we have enjoyed fairly cordial relations. Sedna, their chief province, borders the Novan Duchy of Elath, and nobles in the two provinces have been known to intermarry. The Duchy of Lila was not part of the pre-imperial Nova domain, but the western range of the Yeve nomads. A faction of Yeveni who wished to settle offered their allegiance willingly to a Novan queen. Their chief was named a duke. Alright. Well, hey, if nothing else, we know a lot of history this time. Okay. Talking with Daddy. Take a deep breath, because we actually can compose ourselves in front of stepmom now. So we greet her politely, yes? Yeah, because this is the new one we have. You manage to smile at her in what you hope is a welcoming manner. Hi, Siren. How are you? From her quiet chuckle, you can guess that you didn't make quite the impression you intended. Darling Elodie, I hope you've been well. Yes. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. When she's gone, raise an eyebrow at Dad. This is the path that you have set us on. What do you mean? Your acts have made everyone think about preparations for the future. Caloris needs an heir. My brother, your Uncle Armand, is looking for a wife as well. One of us at least must produce more children. But, Mama... Nothing can ever replace your mother. But we all have to do things that we don't want to do. You think I want to be with her? Please. Great. Alright, well, now that you've depressed us. I am paying attention to what's around me. I am paying attention to what's around me, okay. Alright, so... let's become a little less depressed again. Alright, and now we do presents once more, and hopefully this should be more than enough that we can finally get into the treasury. Alright, here we go. Practice being aware of your environment, seeing everything as it transpires around you, and feeling that you are in control of it all. You practice giving commands to the castle staff, neither asking nor demanding, but telling them what needs to be done. As long as you believe it to be true, they will as well. You practice watching people and willing them to feel your gaze on them. Inevitably, they will be drawn to you. Borealis now is mostly made up of tiny domains containing no more than a few village-like settlements each officially ruled over by shamanic lumens. They have few resources and live primarily from the sea. You read a brief history of the rise and fall of the Novan Empire. There was a time when it seemed likely that Nova would grow to cover the entire world, but it all came apart. All empires fall eventually. Okay, budgets. This time we're lowering is that a good idea? Yeah, let's lower taxes this time. I think we have enough money. Let's lower the taxes a little. Also, let's shower in them. As you wish. Alright. Treasury time. Alright. You order the guards to stand aside and walk forward with your head held high. None of them dares to deny you access to your own treasury. The glitter is dazzling, but some sixth sense draws you towards one little lockbox in particular. This is what you need. This is the crystal that will make you a lumen. You tuck the little box into your pocket. You can show it to your mentor later and get instructions on what to do next. Alright. Well then, folks, that is going to have to do it for now. We have our crystal. We can show it to Juliana, and then we can start trading, and then hopefully just stay alive long enough, not mess things up enough that we can duel this guy come the end and come out of it okay. We will have to find out. Until then, folks, this has been Downstage Gaming. I have been your host, Josh, and I will catch you all next time.